So let us see different types of elasticity of demand. So the demand for a product can be elastic or inelastic, depend on the rate of change in the demand with respect to change in the price of the product. Elastic demand is the one when the response of demand is greater a small proportionate change in the price. On the other hand, inelastic demand is the one when there is relatively less change in the demand with a greater change in price. Means here the proportionate changes in the quantity demand of a commodity due to the proportionate changes in the price of the product or any other determinants of the demand is said to be elasticity of demand. Here, the demand function is useful for the manager as it identifies the causal variables for and the direction of their effects on the demand for their product. However, this knowledge is not enough to the manager. The managers must understand, must know, learn the quantity relationship between the demand for his product and its determinants for taking certain managerial decisions. This leads to the concept of elasticity of demand. Not only the managers in the organization, each and every authoritative person who is taking the decision in the business must know the quantitative relationship between the demand for his product and the determinants that are directly or indirectly affecting in the market for taking certain managerial decisions. So here there are four important kinds of elasticity, namely price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cost elasticity of demand, and advertising elasticity of demand. Let us see how and what are the different types of elasticity of demand. Types of elasticity of demand. Types of elasticity of demand. There are four types of elasticity of demand. Such as price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, advertisement elasticity of demand. So there are the four types of elasticity of demand which are used to measure the elasticity of demand respected to price, respected to income, respected to substitute goods or the complementary goods, and respected to the advertisement. So there are the four important elasticity of demand. Let us see one by one with the formula, simple illustration, and with the schedule and the graph. Let us take the first one, price elasticity of demand. So here, in general, elasticity of demand itself is also called as price elasticity of demand. So here it refers to, price elasticity refers to the change in quantity demanded of a commodity in response to a given change in price of the same commodity. It can be computed with the formula. Here, the rate of responsiveness changes in the quantity demanded of a commodity due to the changes in price of the same commodity is known as price elasticity of demand. Here, the elasticity, that is price elasticity, can be computed with the formula price elasticity equals price elasticity of demand equals proportionate changes in quantity demand of product A by proportionate change in price of product A. The proportionate change in quantity demand of product A by proportionate change in price of product A. So this is a formula used to calculate the price elasticity of demand. So here, if the students understand the formula of price elasticity of demand, then it is very easy to remember the definition of price elasticity of demand, because here we are taking the relationship between the two variables, that is quantity demand and the price. Quantity demand and the price. We are dividing these two variables in order to measure the price elasticity of demand. Therefore, the definition for price elasticity of demand also written as the relationship between proportionate change in quantity demand of product A and the proportionate change in price of product A is known as price elasticity of demand. We are measuring the relationship between these two. We can also define it as here proportionate change in quantity demand of product A and proportionate change in price of product A. It can also be written as price elasticity of demand equal to percentage change in quantity demand of product A by percentage change in price of product A. So we will also calculate the price elasticity of demand by using the formula percentage change in quantity demand of product A by percentage change in the price of product A. Mathematically, it can also be written as EDP equals Q2 minus Q1 by Q1 whole by P2 minus P1 by P1. So this is the main formula which is used to calculate price elasticity of demand. This is mathematical formula which is used to calculate price elasticity of demand. Here EDC is the price elasticity of demand. Q1, Q2, P1, P2 are the variables. That is, Q1 is the quantity demand of a commodity before changing price. Q2 is the quantity demand of a commodity after changing price. P1 is price of the product before change. P2 is price of the product after change. So here this is a formula which is used to calibrate price elasticity of demand. All the illustrations can be done by using this formula only. So after measuring the elasticity of demand, whether it is price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, or in advertisement elasticity of demand, we need to interpret the result. Means based on the result of the elasticity of demand, we need to interpret whether it is elastic or inelastic or unity elastic. So here these elastic, inelastic and unity elastic can be identified by using some values. Let us take these three measurements, that is elastic demand, inelastic demand and unity elastic demand. Elastic, inelastic, unity elastic demand. So here the demand is said to be elastic with respect to price if the change in quantity demand is more than change in price. This implies that the elasticity is more than 1, that is greater than 1. Here the elastic is said to be with respect to price if the change in quantity demanded is more than the change in price. Means small changes in price, more changes in quantity demand, said to be elastic demand. It is expressed as E greater than 1. Next, inelastic. The demand is said to be inelastic with respect to price when the change in quantity demanded is less than the proportionate change in price. This implies that the elasticity is less than 1. It is denoting as E less than 1. It means that proportionate changes in the price of the product is more than proportionate changes in quantity demanded of a commodity. Means less changes in the quantity demanded due to more changes in prices of the product. Even more changes in prices of the product, there is very less in quantity demand of a commodity is said to be inelastic demand. Then the third one, unity elastic demand. The demand is said to be unity with respect to price when the change in the quantity demanded is equal to the change in price. It is denoted by E equal to 1. So here unity elastic demand when the proportionate changes in the price of the product leads to proportionate changes in quantity demand of a commodity is said to be unity elastic demand when E equal to 1. So there are the three elastics may be possible to get after measuring the any elasticity of demand, price, income, cross or advertisement elasticity. If you find E is greater than 1, we can interpret the result as elastic. There is a elastic demand. If it is less than 1, there is inelastic demand. If it is equal to 1, there is a unity elastic demand. Here, for example, let's take one illustration. If the price of the product is 30 rupees, price of the product is 30 rupees, where the quantity demand of the product is 20 units. 20 units. Where the price is increased to 50 rupees, 50 rupees, where the quantity is decreased to 10 units. 10 units. Here P1 is 30 rupees. When the price of the product is 30 rupees, then the quantity demand is 20 units. When the price is increased to 50 rupees, the quantity demand of the product is decreased to 10. Because here the price of the product and the quantity demand of a commodity is always a inverse relationship, negative relationship. How? When the price is increasing, the quantity demand will decrease. When the price is decreased, the quantity demand will increase. That is the law of demand. So there is an inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demand of the product. Based on that, here price is increasing to 30 to 50, where the quantity is decreased from 20 to 10. Here we need to find what is P1, what is Q1, what is P2, what is Q2. Then we need to substitute in the formula EDP, that is price elasticity of demand, equal to Q2 minus Q1. Q2 minus Q1 by Q1 or by P2 minus P1. P2 minus P1 by P1. Remember, here by calculating this elasticity of demand, we can take only the change, percentage change or proportionate change. Ignore the sign, ignore the symbol, minus symbol. Just we can take only the difference between Q1, Q2 and the P1, Q2. The difference between these two is 10 by 20 by difference between P1 and P2 is 20 by 30. Now here 1 by 2 by 2 by 3. That equals 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. That is 3 by 4. That equals 0.75. 0.75. So here 0.75 is less than 1. Is less than 1. It means that here EDP is less than 1. It reveals that there is a inelastic demand. There is inelastic demand in this example. Here see 30 to 50 increasing 20 rupees, there is a decreasing only 10 rupees, that leads to inelastic demand. In this manner we need to measure the elasticity of demand, that is price elasticity of demand. Coming to the significance, price elasticity of demand or the knowledge of the price elasticity of demand is helps to guide a firm whether its sales proceed, decrease or remain invariable under conditions of price creation. And it is also helps the firm to estimate the likely demand for its product at a different prices. And also it is very playing very important role in organization at the time of fixing the prices for a commodity. The trader must have the knowledge of this price elasticity of demand at the time of fixing the prices of the product that they are producing in their organization. irrespective of or without having the knowledge of the price elasticity, if they are fixing the price for the product based on the total cost of the production, sometimes they may incur losses. So here, irrespective of the cost of the production, if you fix the price of the commodity, then you may generate or you may increase the revenue by selling the more and more quantity of commodities in the market. This is what's called price elasticity demand. Here, for better understanding the concepts of elastic and inelastic demand, the price elasticity demand has been divided into 5 types. So here there are different types of price elasticity of demand. Now let us discuss the different types of price elasticity of demand. There are 5 types of price elasticity of demand, that is types of price elasticity of demand. There are 5 types of price elasticity of demand, such as perfectly elastic demand, perfectly inelastic demand, relatively elastic demand, relatively inelastic demand, unitary elastic demand. For better understanding, this price elasticity of demand can be explained by using these 5 types of price elasticity of demand, such as perfectly elastic demand, perfectly inelastic demand, relatively elastic demand, relatively inelastic demand, unitary elastic demand. Now let us see one by one how these price elasticity of demand can be measured in order to take a decision on fixing the price of the product. The first one is perfectly elastic demand. Here, perfectly elastic demand is said when a small change in price of a product causes a major change in its demand. It is said to be perfectly elastic demand. In perfectly elastic demand, a small rise in price results in fall in demand sometimes to 0, while a small fall in price causes increases in demand to infinity. In such a case, the demand is perfectly elastic. In other words, perfectly elastic demand is said to be when there is no changes in prices of the product even though any changes in quantity demand of a product. In perfectly elastic demand, the demand curve is represented as horizontal straight line. In this case, in perfectly elastic demand, the demand curve is represented as a horizontal straight line. Let me explain the perfectly elastic demand by using the schedule and the graph. Here, the schedule for perfectly elastic demand is here the price of the product and the quantity. The price of the product is 50 rupees, price in terms of rupees, quantity in terms of units. 50 rupees, 10 units, 50 rupees, 20, 50 rupees, 30, 50 rupees, 40, and vice versa. Here, the price of the product is remains constant. Price of the product is remains constant. But here there is a change in quantity demand of a commodity, whether it is increasing or decreasing. Whether it is increased or decreased. There is a changes in quantity of demand, but there is no changes in price. This is the situation is said to be perfectly elastic demand. If any small changes in prices of the product, that leads to more and more changes in quantity demand of a commodity. For example, if the price of the product is increased to 65 rupees, sometimes it will come to zero. There is no demand for this particular commodity. If it is decreased to 40, sometimes it may go for infinity. More and more changes in commodity, that is elastic. There is elastic in quantity demand of the product because of changes in the prices of the product. Otherwise, if there is no changes in price of the product, the quantity demand may increase or decrease, even there is no change in price. Let us see how this price and the quantity will show in the graph and how the demand curve will flow. So let us take the two axes, x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis we can take quantity, and on y-axis we can take the price of a product, which is quantity. So here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so on. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so on in terms of units. Now, according to the schedule, perfectly elastic demand schedule, the price of the product is at 50 rupees, which is fixed. At 50 rupees, the quantity demand of the product is 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. So here, this is our demand curve. This is our demand curve. In perfectly elastic demand, the demand curve is represented as a horizontal straight line, which is parallel to x-axis. This is our demand curve. DD is our demand curve. Here, the price is fixed at OP1, where the quantity demand is increase or decrease. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, so on. There is no changes. There is no changes in price of the product. Even any changes in quantity demand of the product is said to be perfectly elastic demand. From this graph or from this figure, it can be interpreted that at price OP, the demand is infinite or 10, 20, 30, 50. However, a slight rise in price would result in fall in demand sometimes to zero. That is, if it is increased to 55, the quantity may reduce to zero. If it is decreased to 40, the quantity may go for infinite. So here, though perfectly elastic demand is a theoretical concept and it cannot be applied in the real situation. However, it can be applied in cases such as perfectly competitive markets and homogeneity products. In such cases, the demand for a product of an organization is assumed to be perfectly elastic. This is applicable only where there is a perfectly competitive market and a homogeneous product. Where it is available, then we can apply this perfectly elastic demand. Then coming to the second one, perfectly inelastic demand. The second type of price elasticity of demand is perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly inelastic demand. It is exactly opposite to the perfectly elastic demand. According to this type of price elasticity of demand, there is no changes in the quantity demand of a commodity even though any changes in price of a product. A perfectly inelastic demand is one when there is no change produced in the demand of a product with change in its price. The numerical value for perfectly inelastic demand is 0. So here, according to this type of price elasticity of demand, that is a perfectly inelastic demand, there is no changes in quantity demand of a product even though any changes in prices of the product. It is exactly opposite to the perfectly elastic demand. For example, here we can explain with the perfectly inelastic demand schedule and the graph. The schedule for the perfectly inelastic demand is the price of the product is 10 rupees, where the quantity demand is 20 units, where the price of the product is increased to 20 till it is 20 units, 30 till it is 20, 40 it is 20 units. So, there is no changes in the quantity demand of a commodity in terms of units even though any changes in prices of the product. This is a situation said to be perfectly inelastic demand. If small changes occur here, that will change the situation. In case of perfectly inelastic demand, the demand curve is represented as a straight vertical line. It is the straight vertical line. In case of perfectly elastic demand, here a straight horizontal line which is parallel to x-axis, whereas in case of perfectly inelastic demand, here the demand curve goes from bottom to the top, upward or downward. It is parallel to y-axis. Here 0 quantity price. Y-axis reveals the price of the commodity and x-axis reveals the quantity of the commodity. Here 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Here it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and so on. Now, based on our inelastic demand schedule, the price of the product is at 10, the quantity demand is at 20. The price is increased to 20, still there is no change in quantity demand. It is increased to 30, no changes. It is increased to 40, there is no changes. In 50 also there is no changes. Here, if you connect the points after plotting the values on the graph, if you connect the points, you may find that the vertical straight line which is parallel to y-axis is known as demand curve. Here, this is a demand curve which is sloped from bottom to the top or top to the bottom vertically parallel to y-axis. Here, the movement in price from OP1 to OP2 or OP1 to OP3, OP1 to OP4 or and so on, there is no changes in quantity, that is O, Q, 2. Here, the demand, quantity demand of the product is fixed at OQ2, any changes in prices of the product. The demand remains constant for any value of price. Here, perfectly inelastic demand is a theoretical concept and it cannot be applied in a practical situation. However, in case of essential goods such as salt, the demand does not change with changes in price. Therefore, the demand for essential goods is perfectly inelastic. The demand for essential goods is perfectly inelastic. And let us discuss the third type of price elasticity, that is a relatively elastic demand. The third type of price elasticity is relatively elastic demand. Relatively elastic demand refers to the demand when the proportionate changes in demand is greater than the proportionate changes in price of a product. The numerical value of relatively elastic demand ranges between 1 to infinity. So here, the proportionate change in produced in demand is greater than proportionate changes in price of a product. In other words, proportionate changes in prices of the product is less than the proportionate changes in quantity demand of a commodity. So mathematically, relatively elastic demand is known as more than unit elastic demand, that is E greater than 1. So here in this case, the demand curve of relatively elastic demand is gradually sloping from left to right or right to left. Here we can explain the relatively elastic demand by using the demand schedule and also by using the graph. As per the definition of relatively elastic demand, proportionate changes in prices of the product is less than the proportionate changes in quantity demand of a commodity. For example, here the price of the product is 50 rupees. The price of the product is 50 rupees, where the quantity demand of the product is 20 units. The price of the product is 50 rupees, where the quantity is 20 units. Where the price of the product is decreased to 25 rupees. The price of the product is decreased to 25 rupees, where the quantity demand of the product is increased to 50 units. See, the difference between this price and the quantity. Here P1 is 50, where Q1 is 20. P2 is 25, where the Q2 is 50. Here, the price of the product is decreased to 25 rupees, means here 50% decreases in the price of the product and more than 100% increases in the quantity demand of the product. Means proportionate changes in the quantity price of the product is less than the proportionate changes in quantity demand of a commodity. This is what the situation called as relatively elastic demand. Now we can show the same in the graph. Take two axes, x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis quantity, on y-axis prices of the product. It is all. Here, let us assume here 25 and here it is at 50, where it is 20 and it is 50. Now, when the price of the product is at 25, the quantity demand is 50. When it is 50, the quantity demand of the product is 20. Here, decreasing in the price of the product leads to increases in the quantity demand of the product. Means small changes in the price of the product leads to more changes in the quantity demand of a commodity, which will be relatively elastic demand. Here, this is our DD, that is demand curve, which slopes gradually. It slopes gradually from left to right or right to left. This is the demand curve. So here DD is the demand curve. OY reveals the price of the product. OX reveals the quantity demand of a commodity. Here O P1 50, O P2 25, O Q1 is 20 and O Q2 is 50. It can be interpreted from this graph inside. The proportionate change in quantity demand from OQ1 to OQ2 is relatively larger than the proportionate change in price from OP1 to OP2. Here, small changes in prices of the product leads to more changes in the quantity demand of a commodity is said to be perfectly elastic demand. So, relatively elastic demand has a practical application as demand for many of products respond in the same manner with respect to change in their prices. So, this is about the relatively elastic demand. Here, small changes in price of the product leads to more changes. Quantity demand of a commodity is said to be relatively elastic demand. If the student understands clearly the difference between price and the quantity demand, can easily write the definitions for all the types of elasticity of demand. The only thing is that we need to understand how the price changes accordingly. The quantity demand of the commodity will change. Now, let us see the fourth one, that is relatively inelastic demand. The fourth type of price elasticity of demand is relatively inelastic demand. Relatively inelastic demand is one when the percentage change produced in demand is less than the percentage change in price of a product. This is exactly opposite to the relatively elastic demand. It means that proportionate changes in the prices of the product is more than proportionate changes in quantity demand of the product. Means more changes in price of the product lead to less changes in quantity demand of a commodity is said to be relatively elastic demand. Let us take an example. If the price of the product increases by 30% and the demand for the product decreases only by 10%, then the demand would be called relatively elastic. The numerical value of this relatively inelastic demand is less than 1. Here the demand curve, in this case the demand curve of relatively elastic demand is rapidly sloping. Now let me explain the relatively inelastic demand by using the schedule and the graph. So as per the definition of relatively elastic demand, more changes in price, less changes in the quantity demand of a product. See, for example, where the quantity demand of the product is 50 units. When the price is decreased to 5 rupees, that is 50% decreases in the price of the product, that leads to only 20% increases in the quantity demand of a product. Here, what happens here? 50%, the price of the product is decreasing, the quantity demand of the product will increase. But here 50% decreases in the price of the product leads to only 20% increase in the quantity demand of a commodity. This is the situation said to be the relatively inelastic demand. The same we can explain in the graph. Take two axes, x and y, origin, quantity, and it is the price of the product. Here, take 5, 10, here 60, 60, 60. When here it is P1, Q1, P2, Q2. Now, when the price is 10 rupees, where the quantity demand is 50, when the price is decreased to 5 rupees, the quantity demand is increased to 60. Here, the price is decreasing 50%, where the quantity demand is increasing only 20% of commodity. This is the situation we can say perfectly inelastic demand. Here, DD is a demand curve which slopes rapidly upward or downward. So here, this is called as relatively inelastic demand. Here it is P, P2, P1, Q1 and Q2. Here the price of the product is decreasing from OP1 to OP2, then the quantity demand of its commodity increasing from OP1 to OQ2. 50% decreases in price of the product leads to only 20% increases in the quantity demand of a product. This is a situation called as relatively inelastic demand. So the next one is, that is the last one is unitary elastic demand. The last type of price elasticity of demand is unitary elastic demand. So here the name itself, the type of elasticity explains the unity the unity. Means when the proportionate change in the price, proportionate change in quantity demand of a commodity is exactly equal to proportionate change in price of a same commodity. There is no differences in proportionate changes in quantity demand of a commodity as well the change in prices of the commodity. Let us discuss by using the graph and the schedule. See, the unitary elastic demand means proportionate changes in both quantity demand and price is same. For example, 10%. The price of the product is 10 rupees, where the quantity demand is 20 units. If it is increased to 20 rupees, then there is a decreases in the quantity 10 units. Here it means that here I am increasing 100% increases in the price of the product, there 100% decreases in the quantity demand of the product. This is the situation is said to be unitary elastic demand. Proportionate changes in the price of the product is exactly equal to proportionate changes in quantity demand of a commodity. So the same will explain on the graph. Take two axes, x-axis, y-axis, origin, quantity, price. Here 10, 20, 10, 20. So this is P1 and this is P2 and it is Q1 and it is Q2. At 10 rupees the quantity is 20. At 20 it is 10. So here this is our demand curve. In this case, the demand curve for unitary elastic demand is represented as a rectangular hyperbola. In this case, unitary elastic demand, the demand curve represented as a rectangular hyperbola. When the price is at P1, the quantity demand is at Q1. When the price is increased to 20 OP2, then the quantity demand is decreased to 10. Here 100% increases in the price of the product, where 100% decreases in the quantity demand of the product. So here, these are the different types of price elasticity of demand.